All right, friends, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about a stock that I vowed I would never sell puts on again, and yet here we are. And I have a different plan with it, at least. So stay tuned for that. And we're also going to talk about just like a weekly recap. What else I've been selling. I plan on this to come out tomorrow morning, so anything can happen between now and then. And who knows what the market is going to look like pre-market. But before we get started, if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing. That way you don't miss any videos in the future of me documenting selling puts to try to make some extra income on the side. And without further ado, let's hop over to my spreadsheet that maybe you guys know all too well and look at some of the options that I've sold. And so this is for the month of November. So far this month, we've made $742 in premium, $264 this month from SoFi alone. And a lot of these, at least right now, they look like they're going to expire worthless, or I've already bought to close, like this $15 put up above. And right off the bat, you might notice two ticker symbols on here that I said I'm going to try to steer clear of, and that is MSTX, which if you don't know, it's a double leveraged MSTR ETF, which is very, 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 very volatile. And because of that, it has really, really good premiums. So it's very risky, but you also get a good reward with that risk. And on the third, I ended up selling a put for a $75 strike expiring this Friday, and I made $175 in premium from selling that put. And I bought to close that today for $40. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to roll up that option for this Friday. And right this morning, Bitcoin was up over $100,000. MicroStrategy was up, and then MSTX as a result was also up pretty strongly this morning. So I went ahead and I rolled up this morning to a strike price of 105, and wouldn't you know it, I think at market closed, it closed at $95 a share. So we are well within the money. I only made $210 from selling that put, and I say only because if I were to sell it right now, I'd make $1,000, which is a drastic difference. But here's my plan. Because of how volatile the stock is, it might end up tomorrow out of the money. Who knows? But if not, I will be acquiring these shares. And I'm okay with that because if we look at this stock and I go to trade options on MSTX and I go to sell a call, and we can see how crazy these premiums are if we go to sell a call on MSTX. For instance, next Friday, 110 strike price, so 500 I would gain in capital appreciation if this got assigned to someone by next Friday. And I'd also make $890 in premium as of the prices right now, which to me is just mind-blowing. So honestly, this is what entices me to be okay with acquiring these shares and not rolling it out. I could roll it out an extra week, gain some more premium, and just see what the market does. But really, I could get even more premium if I just acquired the shares and started selling calls on MSTX. And this can go one of two ways. It can go really badly or really well. I don't really see an in-between. So once again, if you want to follow along and just see what happens, please consider subscribing. And then also, I've just been selling puts on primarily SoFi. And I also started selling puts on Ford. For this one specifically, this one expires this Friday, and the strike price is $10.50. It's gone up because Ford has dipped below $10.50, and now it's in the money. But I think tomorrow I'm going to end up rolling this out to next week, try to gain some more premium and not have to acquire the shares at least yet. And then other than that, it's mostly just been SoFi. I've also been buying individual shares of SoFi once it dips below $16. And you can see I even sold a call on SoFi for next Friday at strike price of $16.50. I gained $31 in premium from just one call. And if I wanted to, I could keep acquiring shares under $16 without puts and then also selling calls right after doing so for next Friday and gain more and more premium that way. Because like I said, at least for right now, it doesn't look like many of my puts are going to be in the money come Friday, and that way they won't be assigned to me. So I won't be acquiring those shares like I somewhat hoped for. So anyway, that's pretty much the whole update. Like I said, stay tuned for MSTX. We'll see what ends up happening and if I start selling the wheel on the stock. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you in a future video.